back to my channel. If this is your first time checking your girl out, my name is Aysha. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me because I have a ton of new makeup that I want to share with you guys. A lot of stuff has just been like piling up. There has been so many exciting releases, so you know your girl's gonna be spilling the real tea, but I'm also really excited to be partnering with Maybelline in this video. I love working with Maybelline, and I'm going to be sharing the new 40 shade launch of their Fit Me foundation in Canada, which I'm so excited about. I have the huge PR package in front of me. Let's see if I can actually show this. Oh god, it is so heavy. Do you see this beautiful gradient, guys? It is so amazing, and I'm so excited to, you know, be a part of this launch because the Fit Me foundation was one of my favorite foundations back in the day, and I didn't really have a shade that like matched very well, so I'm gonna be hopefully finding my perfect shade, which I'm sure I am. And then also they actually, I'm not gonna lift this again because listen, my arms can't handle that, but they also released new shades of the Fit Me concealer, and I really want to try them out as well because if you guys are longtime viewers of my channel, you know the Fit Me foundation, or sorry, the Fit Me concealers I used all the time. 30 Cafe, okay, was my shiz. So I'm really excited to just try out the new shades, see if there's a better match for me. With all like the foundation launches that have been happening this year, I find a lot of them have been high end. It's really nice to see a really great drugstore foundation that is inexpensive, so it's inclusive both, you know, in the shade range and then also in the price range. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, definitely give it a big thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, I'd really appreciate it if you just took some time and subscribe down below, guys. We are so, I know I keep saying this, but we are so close to 200K, and that literally blows my mind. I can't believe there are so many people watching this, and I love you guys, but let's get started. In the summertime, my skin can get pretty oily. As you can see, my face is looking real shiny right now. I mean, I did put sunscreen on, so that's probably it, but I am gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty primer, and I really like this one because it pairs up under foundation really well. I find any foundation I use this with, it pairs up beautifully. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation today, and this is what it looks like. This is a shade that I think I am. I still haven't swatched them, but this is 356 Warm Coconut, and it looks like it's going to be like a really, actually that literally looks perfect. I'll just do it on my cheek. This is the shade that I believe I am, and yeah, that literally blends in perfectly. This one over here is Coconut, 355 Coconut, and I believe they already had this shade. I used to use even this shade. I mean, I got quite a bit more tan a couple weeks ago, and it's still kind of there, but I used to use this shade, and that still doesn't even look. I'm gonna do one more swatch just for fun. This is 340 Cappuccino, which looks like this. I believe I actually used to use 330. I don't know how I used to use 330. Like, do you see that? I must have been looking hella ghostly. Okay, I don't know. I think it was just because there wasn't much to choose from back in the day, so I would just choose an ashy foundation. I thought that's how it had to look. Well, definitely much more light than I am. But yeah, those are 3 swatches, so I'm gonna go in with Warm Sun, which literally is like the perfect match. I'm so happy. That might be a little too much, but I like my full coverage. I find that the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless always gave me like a really natural beat coverage, if that makes sense. Like, it can be full coverage if you want it to, but it's truly like a really nice medium coverage. It gives you all the coverage in the places you need it, and it doesn't make you cakey at all. Like, that's why I always really loved it. It doesn't look like concrete on the skin. Like, it doesn't look very drying. It doesn't feel drying. Actually, it doesn't feel like anything at all, but it still kind of leaves a little bit of a glow that just looks super healthy, and I really love that. So moving on to concealer, this is the shade that I used to use. This is 30 Cafe, and I use this all the time, but now they have a bunch more shades, which is super exciting, as you can see. And the undertones are all very beautiful, so I think I'm gonna go in with, this is 45 Tan. So let's try this one out first. Oh yeah, perfect. I know my shade when I see it, okay? Okay, so that was 45. I'm gonna go in with the shade 40, which is Caramel, to give an extra highlight. I probably could have gone in with Caramel on its own, to be honest, because right now I'm putting a lot of product on my face, but oh well. The more the merrier, right? So I have a really exciting powder to try in this video. I'm trying the new Huda Beauty one. Where is it? The Cake Bake? Easy Bake? Oh, Easy Bake. Easy Bake by Huda Beauty. I haven't tried it out yet. I got it like a couple weeks ago, so I'm really excited to give it a try. I did smell it though. It smells exactly like a wood. It's like an incense, I guess. Is it a rock? I don't know, but it's like, I mean, if you're from the Middle East, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, it's like a very strong Middle Eastern smell. I don't know how to describe it, but all Huda Beauty's products smell like that to me. Like all her complexion products. You cannot tell me there is a pore on my face, okay? Anyways, moving on to the Huda Beauty powder. I'm gonna take the shade, I don't know how to pronounce this, Kunafa? Kunafa? I don't know. Am I pronouncing that right? Please let me know in the comments. It's kind of like a banana shade, but I'm just gonna take that shade. It looks like this. It's like super, super yellow. Hopefully it's not, whoops, hopefully it's not too yellow. A little more yellow than I would like, but that's okay. I'm gonna set the concealer with this, and then I think I'm gonna go in with a lighter powder, and then I can test out the brush, and then we'll see how that applies. If you are sensitive to smells and scents, I would honestly like steer clear of these because they're pretty scented. Like I can smell it as it's going on my face. I personally like the smell, so I don't really mind. So Huda Beauty always had, I don't know, maybe it was just on YouTube. I'm not really sure how it happened, but she kind of had a rep of not being very inclusive, and I think it just had to do with who she shared on her Instagram. But what I have noticed is that she has really improved on that. I think she really took all the feedback well, and she's being much more inclusive, not only like on her Instagram, but then also in her products. Like this is a brand new launch, the Easy Bake baking powder. And it comes out, I think it's like 7 or 8 shades. Like it goes pretty dark. Yeah, so I really love when like brands really take on the responsibility to own up to what they haven't done in the past and then provide more representation and more inclusivity in their products. Like for example, Maybelline, they didn't always, like to be completely honest, they didn't always have the most diverse, inclusive shade range. You know, I couldn't even get a perfect match, but the fact that now they're launching a bunch of new shades, both in their concealers, their foundations, and even in their color products, like their powdered highlighters. And you can really tell when a brand is being very genuine about it or when, you know, they're not being very genuine. And I can honestly say that at least the experience that I've had, you know, working with Maybelline Canada, they have been so amazing. And even in, you know, the influencers that they choose to work with, for example, that speaks a lot about a brand as well. You know, if they happen to have a diverse shade range, but they're only marketing to people with a light complexion or someone who only looks one particular way, it doesn't come across as genuine. And you know, Maybelline to work with a black hijabi is like so incredible, and the fact that they continue to come back and work with me, like it makes me so happy. And I just hope that other people get these opportunities as well. And yeah, I want to see more brands doing that too. So anyways, I'm gonna go into Blondie, which is slightly lighter than the last shade that I used, but I love how that made my under eyes look. Like that looks really, really nice. Okay, yeah, I think this is definitely gonna be perfect. Like this is gonna give me the brightness that I want. I like how this is dual ended. So this is like what you bake with and then you wipe it off with this, which is pretty neat. We're gonna take a little break from the face and then move on to eyes. So I'm gonna be using this Perception palette by Shayla and ColourPop. I didn't want to like play with it until I did it on camera because I wanted to give you guys my kind of like honest impression, and it still is available, so I'm excited to get this to you. I'm gonna go into the shade Culture, which is this kind of like matte transition shade right over here. And ColourPop is also one of those brands that has always been very, very inclusive. And continues to be inclusive, and not only like in the products that they make. You know, they just came out with a foundation with 40 shades. They had a concealer with different shade ranges as well, but also in the people that they work with. And this goes back to the point that I made earlier. Like it's so important to see what brands work with what influencers and like whether they're diverse enough or not. And like ColourPop has done an amazing job. They've done collabs with, you know, Asian people, with Latinas, with Black people. You know, they've had collaborations with Ellery, I think twice now, with Shayla, and it's so great to like support a brand that not only is like, you know, gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Like they make really great products, but then also they are for the movement. Like they're honestly being diverse. They're not being inclusive because it is, you know, a trend now. They're being inclusive because that's who they've always been. So I love that about ColourPop, and yeah, I've been a huge fan of their products for a while. These shadows are blending out so beautifully. I'm loving it. But as you guys know, I went to VidCon this past June, which was so amazing. You know, I love going to VidCon. I went last year for the first time. I didn't know they were going to invite me again, but they did, and it was so great because this year I was on panels focused on, I mean, again, diversity and beauty, but I was on one panel called like Black is Beautiful, which was really awesome because, you know, the whole audience was beautiful Black women and, you know, people that are really young and then people that are really old, and it was just so inspiring because it's like these people are really looking to us to find representation on YouTube, and it's so great being able to provide that. I don't consider myself like a big YouTuber or anything or super popular, but being on panels sitting next to someone like Olivia Jade or Laura Lee is really cool because it shows that as small as I may seem on YouTube, you know, I have just under 200,000 subscribers now, you know, my message is being heard. This has never been only about makeup for me, so it's really nice being able to speak on topics that I'm really passionate about in a larger scale, you know, to people who aren't my target audience. You know, there's barely any Muslims and Black Muslims that buy tickets to VidCon, but I still get invited because it's all about the message, you know. I'm just blabbering at this point. I'm gonna go back into the Shayla and ColourPop palette. I'm gonna go into the shade Thick with a C. This palette is amazing. Like the colors are so pigmented. I really want to dip into this revenge color now. The pigmentation though! So stunning. This is the shade Strut and Slay, which is what Shayla always says. I'm gonna put it on like the middle sort of first. Ooh, that's pretty. Kind of like in the middle and then almost in the outer third, but not quite. This is a beautiful shade. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Diva, which is a really, sorry, I'm not showing close-ups of this, but I wanna go into the shade Diva. This is the shade Strut and Slay that I used earlier, but I want this beautiful bronze all up in my inner corner right now. Oh my God, that is so pretty. And then right in the inner corner, I'm gonna take this beautiful gold shade called TF. So the lashes are now on. I used the Esquito Celestial lashes. I really like how they look. They kind of gave me like a really super almond shaped eye. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Lucky. And I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. Grabbing the shade Unbothered, which is kind of like a icy gold. And I'm just gonna pop that a little bit onto my brow bone. I'm just using my good old Becca bronzer in Ipanema Sun. Oh my god, I just almost blinded myself. And I'm just gonna bronze, and then for blush, I'm not sure what I'm gonna wear. I think I'm gonna do this Too Faced blush in the shade Love Flush. Or sorry, Your Love is King. For a highlight, I'm dipping into another brand that has also been super inclusive, actually right from the beginning, and that is Bobbi Brown. This is their newest palette. It is the Highlight and Glow Shimmer Brick palette. I think I'm gonna try the peachy one right over here, which is, I think, Apricot Shimmer Brick. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of like, it's definitely more of a subtle highlight. Like, it's slightly more powdery. It doesn't really pack a punch. I'm gonna dip into the middle shade called Bronze, I believe, or Copper Diamond. It's still pretty, but like, I don't know, it's not giving me the effect that I want. I think I'm actually gonna go grab my Molten Gold highlight by Maybelline. I'll be right back. And I saw that they're coming out with new shades. I think they're already launched in the US, I'm not too sure. But as soon as they come to Canada, I'm gonna be all over that. Do you see what I mean? That is the kind of highlight that I wanna go for in the summertime. So beautiful. And then I'm gonna go in with a setting spray before I do my lips. So this is a Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut. Oh my god, this smells so good. And now for the lips, I'm gonna go in with this shade Bittersweet by MAC. It is just a lip liner. And then right over top, I'm gonna go in with Nip Slip by Too Faced. It's like from their new Just Comes Naturally or something collection. I don't know. It's a really pretty nude though. And not that this lipstick really needs a gloss because it's already kind of glossy on its own, but I really want to try these new Bite Beauty French press lip glosses. They literally smell like coffee, guys. This is the shade Salted Caramel. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in the center. You guys definitely need to at least smell this next time you go to Sephora. But it smells bomb. But anyways, that is it for this makeup look. I'm so happy with how this turned out. The skin is looking flawless. Okay, this highlight is beaming. The lips look cute. Okay, the eyes are nice and cute too. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much once again to Maybelline for sponsoring this video and partnering with me. I'm so excited that, you know, the 40 Shades of Fit Me foundation, matte and poreless, is finally in Canada, so definitely check it out. I will have some links down below where you guys can check it out yourself. And let me know if you guys have a match in this foundation. Let me know what your match is down below. I'm really curious to see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more chit chat get ready with me's / trying new makeup videos. I really love filming them. And I will talk to you in my next video. Ooh, don't forget to subscribe though, guys. Almost at 200K. Road to 200K. 200K. Okay, I'm over myself. Bye, guys. Mwah.